And here we are. Yay! Welcome to Calm as Fuck Qigong. Good morning, everybody. Perfect. All right. Let's get to it. Okay. You know what I like to do first? Let's go ahead and start jiggling. Jiggle it out. Oh. Yeah. Everybody's looking great. It's so much fun to see a bunch of people just on the computer jiggling. Keep going. It's good. Good morning, Judy. Welcome. We're just jiggling away. Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. Keep going about another 30 seconds of jiggling. You can kind of bounce on your knees a little bit if you want like a little bit more of a shake. Oh, yeah, this is just a great way to get the body going. Right after rolling out of bed. Do, 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 do. Time to get calm as fuck. Good. All right, good. And now let's kind of come to a center stance, feet about shoulder width apart, arms down by our side, breathing deeply down into the dantian, into that lower abdomen. And on the exhale, just let everything relax. Let those shoulders move away from the ears, opening up. And let's get in touch with our body, see how it feels after shaking and jiggling. Mine's always super tingly. One of my professors in school would always say, like, that is chi, right? That she's not a supernatural force. Keep breathing. But that tingling sensation is chi moving around in your body. And when we jiggle and shake, we release all that kind of stagnant chi in our body and just let it move. Especially after sleeping all night, our body tends to get a little stagnant. So with this, let's go straight into noodle arms. So we're going to turn like this. So really think about reaching up through the crown of the head and twisting that whole spine and looking behind you while you do it, right? You want to get a nice turn going with the whole head. The arms are totally relaxed, letting centrifugal force, just let them swing and hit against your body. Good. Good, keep going. Everybody's looking great. Yeah. Good. And let that come to a rest. And let's just do a number of circle breaths or gathering chi together. So we'll inhale as our arms come up and exhale as our arms come down. And let your breath dictate the speed of this movement. You know, we like to go slow in Qigong, but we don't want to like slow things down so much that we feel like we're like end up gasping or struggling for breath. Good. So we want the movement to begin and end with breath. So I start inhaling. And right about here, I reach the peak of my inhale, and then I start exhaling here. They come down, and I exhale the whole way down. So what we're striving for is an evening of the inhale and the exhale, right? We want them to be about the same speed. I want, like, maybe 4 to 5 seconds up if that's good for you, and then 4 to 5 seconds down, right? For a lot of people, I've noticed that the exhale is shorter, so it's like we can do a nice, slow, long inhale, but then the exhale has to be a little faster. And that's okay, right? The important thing is beginning and ending at the same time. So if this has to go to meet it, that's fine. Our goal is to have them match. And then another thing to think about, you guys keep going, I'm going to do a little demonstration. When we're doing this one, automatically our breath wants to raise. I don't know if you guys feel it, but we're kind of like, you really think about this chest opening, and if you look at me, right, like kind of like this. So one thing to help us keep our breath low and centered in that dantian, in our energetic center, is when we come up, we leave the arms kind of in front of us. So it's like, and I think about my breath down here when I do, so I'm reaching up, but then also sinking down. In these movements, there's a lot of balances like that, right? Like when we go up, another part of us goes down. When we go out, another part of us goes in. Let's do 3 more altogether. Good. All right. So I am having a little bit of knee pain today, so we're going to do a little bit of a warm-up for our knees. So we put our toes together, and then our heels will have maybe like 1 inch apart, and we're going to bend down, and we're going to take the palms of our hands and put them over our knee. We're not pressing on the knees, we're just putting them over. We're just going to do a couple gentle little circles like this. Keeping the feet flat on the ground. And we're going to do just a little bit of this for warm-up. And then today's focus is really going to be on the spine. We're going to open up that spine, get it feeling good. All right, if you haven't, let's change other directions. Excuse me. Good. Being careful not to put any weight into your knee with your hands. They're just there to provide loving protection. Okay, good. And we can come back up. We're going to do a little bit of a balance. So if you need to hold on to a wall or a chair, please feel free. But we're going to take one leg up and put our hand on it, and we're going to slowly rotate. And I'll do for the sides so you can see as well. So I'm just making circles. So I'm going like this. Good. And then let's switch directions. If you're having trouble with this, you can go back to the first exercise we were doing for our knee. But this is a great one for balance. And you can put it down and go to the other side. working on balance is great for brain elasticity. Keeps our brains healthy. It works that inner ear. Good. And let's go the other way. Good. And do 3 circle breaths, feeling that little micro bend in your knee now. Seeing if those knees feel different. Good. And then when we're going to start working on our spine today, the main movement we're going to do is bending forward, bending backwards, touching toes, right? And they're 2 separate movements, so we're not going to bend all the way backwards so we can touch our toes. I couldn't do that. I'm sure some of you could, but today we're just going to make it a little easier, but we're going to start really small. So let me show you how the movement looks, and then we're going to start with small movements and kind of move up to it. So really, our bending back movement, we draw our hands up the lines, the meridians on the front of the body as we inhale, and we bend backwards, and then as we come forward, we put our hands high on our back and come down sort of like the backs of the legs and the sides of the legs. Down, come around the front of the toes, come up the insides of the legs, and then inhale back, and we repeat. And this is just a really great movement for our spine, for our body, and then we're rubbing both of the yin and yang meridians of the torso and the legs. It's really good for grounding. But today, we're just going to start really small. And we've done this a couple times before. So first, we're just going to drop our chin to our chest and just feel that weight on the back of our neck. And let our shoulders kind of come forward and collapse that chest just a little bit. And then we'll inhale and let our lungs fill up on the top. And let that raise us back up to center. And then we're going to lift our face up just a little bit. And then come back down, letting our chin drop. Letting that head pull us forward just a little bit. Good. Making sure not to lock your knees out when you're standing. Inhaling, letting that fill you up and bring your head back to center. And then when we lift our face, we make sure to really keep that neck open in the back. Thinking about lifting this up rather than kind of collapsing this back. Now let the shoulders open a little bit. Spreading here. And then we'll come back to center. And then again, letting the chin drop. Letting that top back round. Start to turn the backs of the hands towards each other and kind of bring everything in. And then we'll inhale and come up, letting everything come back out. And as we lift our face up, rotate the palms out. And really let that chest open and that upper back arch. Go ahead and come back to center. Now let's really pair this with our breath. So we'll inhale and then we'll exhale down. Rotating in. Inhale, let everything start to fill up. And then really inhale as you open up that chest. And exhale back to center. And then exhale down, letting everything round again. Hands rotating in. Inhale up. Exhaling down. Let's do this about 5 more times on your own. Really thinking about feeling that rotation in, feeling that spreading across the back. And then when you lift up, feel that stretch in the front. Feel the compression of those shoulder blades together in the back. Let everything come alive. Feel like where there might be tension or stress, things connected together. And breathe into those spots. Encouraging you to open up. I don't know if you can hear the thunder in the rain here. It just started. It's wonderful. Good. You guys keep going. Take a little give me see how everybody's doing. Everybody's looking great. Good. All right, so now we're going to get really into the big movement here. So again, we're just going to draw our hands up, and then we'll kind of reach back, and only go back as far as feels comfortable to you. As we inhale and then exhale, bringing those hands down the backs on the sides of the legs. Exhale, coming back up, keeping that exhale nice and long, and then start to inhale here. Exhaling all the way down. And then let your inhale start as you lift your chest. Good. Down the back, to the sides of the legs, across the feet, up the insides of the legs, up the chest, backwards, high up on the back, moving down, and then coming up. Let's do 2 more all together. Coming back to center. Go into circle breath. Micro bending the knees, making sure not to lock them out. Always keeping all of our joints open and relaxed, feeling everything stretch just a little bit. Good. All right, now we're going to turn into wide owl gazes around, so feet back to sort of shoulder width. I'm going to put fist over fist at the small of my back, right there. So this is going to be just like sort of our swinging arms, but it's going to be a little slower, a little more intentional. And I want you guys to really feel your back, feel your spine, feel like if there's parts of it. So how it looks is like I'll inhale and I'm going to turn from the bottom up. So as I inhale, I'll turn here, then here, then here, then here, then here, right? And then as I come back, it's going to be my head, my shoulders, my waist, my hips, my thighs, my knees, right? And then the other way. Let's do it all together. Nice slow inhale. Exhale, coming back to the front. Inhale, legs, thighs, hips, waist, shoulder, head, back, head, shoulders, waist, hips, thighs, legs, waist, head, shoulders, waist, hips, legs. Thinking about keeping that spine extended, really reaching through the crown of the head while you do this. And just feeling that spine. One of the things I like to do is kind of let my gaze get soft as I turn. Otherwise, I feel I'm trying to look with my head, and my head will kind of lead it. It's one of the hardest things about this. Just like let the head just be turned by the rest of the body. See, my head's not really moving at all right now. Just my hips and my waist, and then here, my head starts to turn. And then my head turns back, and then my head is really pretty still. The rest of my spine is what's turning it, and then the head turns. Good. Inhaling as you turn in, exhaling as you turn out. Coming in. Let's do one more to each side. Good, and we'll come back to center. We'll do one quick circle breath. Good, and let's let our arms come to a circle position here. Kind of holding a tree in front of the chest. And we're going to inhale as we open. Arms don't go back too much. They still stay in front of the body. We arch back just a little bit. Then we exhale, we come forward, and I'm going to lean forward just a little bit. Good. Then we come back. Inhaling and opening up that chest. Exhaling as I come forward. And we're going to let the hands come down. And then we're just going to kind of swing the arms here. Nice little quick exhale as we come out. Three, two, one. Good. We'll do a couple, 3 circle breaths again. Lowering the chi. Mine got nice up in my chest during that, so we're just using this to root and calm and center that chi again. Good. Let's see, where are we at? Oh, perfect timing. 59. In 59 seconds. Okay. Perfect. So that was our little. Ooh, you hear that thunder? Oh my goodness. Yay. See? Perfect. The universe is like, yeah, that feels good. We're into that. Okay, thank you all for joining me. I'm going to end the recording. For those of you out in replay land, thank you for joining us post-class. And anybody who wants to stay, feel free and we can have a conversation. Otherwise, I'm going to stop recording. I'll see y'all soon.